Hey, what's up guys? Hey, this is Jason Dames with Final Start Fitness, and on this video, we're gonna be talking about why it is that you may have certain food intolerances and a few things that you can do to fix it. So make sure you stay tuned and roll the intro. All right, so often I'm talking to people about how important muscle development is to their overall health. It improves every health biomarker there is. And a lot of times people, when I'm talking about eating protein to help develop muscle development, they're like, hey, Jason, I have a little bit of intolerance with protein. I don't feel good, my stomach hurts, and I just don't do well with it. And so a lot of times they chalk it up to, hey, I know what my body does, and so I just don't do well with protein, and so they just altogether get rid of it in their diet. And so what I want to tell those people is oftentimes the intolerance is not due to the fact that you just can't tolerate the protein. A lot of the times it's because of digestive reasons. So we're going to talk about how if you fix your digestion, oftentimes you can fix those food intolerances that allow you to start eating some of those foods. So we're going to give you a basic anatomy of how digestion works and then some things that you can do to fix it. Then you'll be on your way to be able to reintroduce some of these foods back into your life, in particular protein. Like I said, protein is so important for muscle development, and if you want to improve your overall health, it's really important to have muscle. So let's just start with the beginning phases of digestion. What happens is when you eat food, your saliva glands release saliva that has digestive enzymes that start breaking down your food automatically. So that combined with chewing your food is starting the digestive process. Then it moves into the stomach where you should have very acidic hydrochloric acid in there, okay? So that acid should be very, very strong to help digest your food properly. Now, oftentimes if that acid isn't very strong, you're not gonna properly digest the food in the stomach, and then you get undigested particles that move down into the intestines, and there your pancreas releases more digestive enzymes through the bile ducts, and they go into the intestines and help digest that food even further in the intestines, okay? And then we excrete it out, right? But the liver also, when it's in the intestines, the liver excretes what's called bile. So you have bile and digestive enzymes from the pancreas. So that's kind of the overall digestive process. Now, if any one of those stages along the way get compromised or they're not working properly, you're gonna have poor digestion. Ultimately, what happens, guys, is that you end up having these undigested particles and they get filtered into the liver. And the long-term effects of that is the liver gets congested even more with these undigested particles, and therefore it's going to compromise your digestion even further, because then the bile is not going to be able to be released. It's going to clog up those bile ducts. You're not going to be able to get those digestive enzymes from the pancreas into the intestines properly. And ultimately, that's also going to affect the stomach acid. And so they all work kind of interconnected. And that's what I mean by if one stage gets messed up, it compromises the whole system. So one of the biggest levers that you can pull if you have digestive problems is start right with the stomach acid. And one of the ways that you can do that is start including apple cider vinegar, maybe like 15, 20 minutes before every meal, and particularly with hard to digest proteins. That's going to help raise the stomach acid and help you digest those proteins a lot simpler. Apple cider vinegar has a lot of other benefits as well. It helps to detox the liver. And if your liver is being detoxed, it's gonna allow the proper amounts of bile to be released. And it also adds beneficial bacteria to help strengthen your gut microbiome. So if you've listened to any health talks over the past decade, the microbiome has been the hot topic for over the past 10 years. So it's definitely important to strengthen the overall health of your microbiome and have a great ecosystem and a robust immune system for overall metabolism and health. Now, the second thing that you can do, and particularly if it's vegetables that are aggravating your stomach, you don't feel good, or maybe you just feel really bloated, is that maybe start to eliminate some of those in your diet and see which ones are making you feel really bad. Oftentimes the gut lining is inflamed, and some of those vegetables can tend to aggravate the gut lining even further, and that's what causes some of these insensitivities. So you may just have to play around with it a little bit, maybe introduce some foods that are easy to digest, use broths and soups and things that are going to be easy on the digestive system. Some of these foods you may just have to take out for just temporarily, just till your stomach and your gut lining starts to heal by doing some of those other things that I was just talking about with the apple cider vinegar. building up your gut microbiome, detoxing the liver. So there's a lot of different ways that you can do that as well. Hopefully some of these tips were helpful for you. And if you like this channel, feel free to subscribe, hit the like button, the notification, do all the things. Hey, and if that's not your thing, then feel free not to as well. God bless you guys. Have a great day and peace.